VY kickoff. Who's excited? Guys, I am so excited to see all of you because I feel like apart from Euramon, I have not seen most of you in so long. So welcome, and I am so looking forward to this year. It is going to be a fantastic year. We're going to have so much fun together, and it will just be awesome to be back together again. So, a couple announcements for you as we get ready to start our year. The first thing you will notice is we are not in the Apex. We are in our worship center. And there's a couple reasons for this. First is the Apex is a little small if we have to do all of our social distancing, everything that we're going to be required to do for youth group and all of that. So meeting in the worship center is going to give us a lot more space. Second, and the really awesome thing, is here in the worship center, we have all of the streaming equipment that we can broadcast every VY, every Friday night, for the students that aren't able to be here. So for this semester, and we're going to evaluate as we go along, but for this semester, we're going to have youth group in here on a Friday night, so we can do the broadcast for everyone that can't be with us in person. So that is the first thing. Super exciting. All right, just some housekeeping policies to talk about for this upcoming year. I can take this off because I'm up front. I know, I'm lucky. All right, so first thing, that's actually a good lead-in. So masks and distancing and all of that. One of the rules that has been passed down from the Vision team that we are going to have to follow, any PCC-sanctioned event inside of the PCC church building, we have to follow our mask policies and our social distancing policies just to be able to have an event. But this, I don't want you to look at as a bad thing. I want you to look at this as an exciting thing that we're still able to have youth group. I'm friends with a few other youth pastors in the area, and a handful of them aren't even able to have youth group right now because their church says that's not something we're able to do. So we are able to meet together, and that is so exciting. So here is what our policy is going to be as far as masks and distancing, and then we'll be done talking about it because you're probably tired of hearing about masks with school and all of that. So here's what it is. You have to wear your masks just like Sunday service. You got to wear them in. You got to wear them when you're seated. You got to wear them when you're singing, all of that. Now, here is the option. I'm going to give this to you guys, okay? You can either, just like Sunday service, when you sit down to hear the sermon, you can take your masks off. But you have to remain 6 feet away from everyone that's not in your family. That's kind of the policy that's got passed down to me. Here's the other option, though. Because I know youth ministry is a kind of ministry where you want to be with your friends, right? How many of you want to sit with your friends? Most of you. Awesome. Here is what we will do, and here's something that I am okay with. If you want to sit by your friends, you just have to keep your mask on even during the sermon. How does that sound? And then you can sit next to each other. Sound good? Okay. Fantastic. Now let's be done talking about masks because that's not fun. Okay. Next announcement. Every Tuesday, I send out our VY Connect, and that is an email newsletter that will keep you up to date with all of our events, everything that you need to know with everything going on at VY. If you are not currently getting the VY Connect, come find me tonight, and I will make sure your email gets added into our list. Sound good? Thumbs up if you see that. Thumbs up. Okay, perfect. Okay, next thing. One of the things that PCC started doing is using the Church Center app to check in. And I've been asked if we could do that for our Friday nights. So I want you to pull out your phone. Pull out your phone. Yes, you get to pull out your phone during youth group. This is a fun occasion. All right, if you do not have the Church Center app, go into your app store and download the Church Center app. That's what it's called. It looks like a little blue and green house. It's just called Church Center. If you already have it, go to the check-in tab, and you will find Vertical Youth in there, and make sure you check in. We're going to be doing that every week. Any questions on that? Or are we all good? Awesome. Question? If you don't have a smartphone, don't worry about checking in. That's fine. We know you're here. You are loved and valued, and we just want you here no matter what kind of phone you have. Okay. So, let's talk about some of the fun things that we get to do this year, now that the housekeeping stuff is done. All the new events that we get to start back up. So our very first thing that we're going to be picking back up is Book of the Month. How many of you did Book of the Month in the past? Book of the Month is super fun. Basically, I do it because I'm a book nerd, and it gives me an excuse to read with you guys. So thank you, Aiden. So here's how Book of the Month works. Outside at the connection table that you probably passed with all the balloons around it when you walked in, I'm going to have copies of our Book of the Month. And every month, I kind of go over to my bookshelf and pick a book that really helped me in my spiritual formation and in my walk with Christ. And it's either like a Christian classic or a book that really is going to tie into the sermon series that we're doing, something along those lines. And I'm going to buy a bunch of copies for you guys and put them out there in the connection table. All you have to do is you go over, you take one, it's free, and you have the entire month to read it on your own time, at your own pace, however fast or slow you want to read it. And when you're done, all you have to do is text me. Just tell me that you finished the book. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to get everyone that finished the book together, and we're going to go out for coffee and talk about it. So it's a great opportunity for you to read some amazing books with the hope that you're going to be nourishing your own soul outside of a Friday night. We want to find ways where you are growing as a Christian outside the 2 hours that we get to meet together on a Friday night. So that is one amazing way to do that. Next event that we get to talk about is after party. How many of you enjoy going to after party? Yes. So for those of you that are new, what after party is this. After the last Friday of every month, when VY is over, what we do is we have after party. And it is just a time to hang out and have fun as a group. Every month it's something different. Some nights we pull a bunch of couches and chairs into the gym. We stream a movie on our giant projector in there. We pull out our popcorn machine, and we just have a movie night. Sometimes we all go to Applebee's and have snacks together. Other times, well, we were hoping to go bowling in April. We were all supposed to go bowling together, but one ended up getting canceled. But we're going to do stuff like that, and it'll be super fun. After party is a fantastic time to just hang outside of youth group. And then our very last event, something else that we're going to be starting this year. This is a difficult year for a lot of you guys with school, doing some kind of hybrid model, being at school in person and then doing it at home. And the thing that I've heard a lot of students are really missing is community. They really miss just seeing each other in person. They miss normalcy. They miss how things used to be. So one of the things that I want to start is this, homework and hangout time. And what it is, every Wednesday from 2 to 4 p.m., we're going to open up the Inlet, which is our new coffee shop, lounge, college room. We're going to open that up from 2 to 4, and you can bring all of your homework, and we can all just do it together as a group. We'll make coffee, we'll do all that kind of fun stuff. We'll have snacks, it'll be awesome. But you get to come and just do your homework with your friends that you don't even get to see during the regular school week. So that's something we're going to try. All right, and our very last thing, this year we have a ton of new adult leaders. So right now I'm going to invite them all up on stage, and I'm going to introduce them to you guys. So give a hand for all your new leaders. All right, so this is your new team of adult leaders. Let me go through which grades everyone will have. All right, so we'll start with the ladies. Ladies first. 6th grade girls, you are going to be with Audrey. Got your work ahead of you. 7th grade girls, you're going to be with Liesel. 8th and 9th grade girls, you're going to be with Annie. 10th and 11th grade girls, you're going to be with Ari. And 12th grade girls, you're going to be with Melody. All right, and now for you guys. 6th grade guys, you are going to be with Boba Fett. 7th grade guys, you're going to be with Matt. 8th and 9th grade guys are going to be with Jonathan. 10th and 11th grade guys, you're going to be with me. And the senior guys are going to be with James. All right, fantastic. So, here's going to be our first event, our first game for the night. What I need you to do is get together with your small group, and we're going to play a little game called Which Small Group Leader. So, everybody spread out and get together with your group. You guys can go find them.
So, yes. Hey. Hi. Hey. Hi. 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 Hey. Just gonna wait till everyone gets settled. Looking good, looking good. Is everyone ready? How do we feel? Everyone looks great, so good job. Okay, so this is our first game of Youth Group 2020. We love it. Okay, so this game is called Guess the Youth Group Small Group Leader. Something like that. What's gonna happen is we're gonna have a series of questions come up on the screen given by yours truly, Preston. That was kind of it. And each slide is going to be a fun fact about each individual youth group leader. And you guys have to try to guess which one is which. Okay? So you guys just have to try to pick whose fun fact it is. Okay? Sound good? Everyone happy? Smiles all around? Okay. Thank you. I've never done this before, so it's kind of exciting. Cool. Fun fact, there are no fun facts. So. Thank you. I'm really trying. I am waiting for the question. I could just make some up. How are we doing back there? Good? So? Okay, guys. We love it. I'm so excited.
It is worth the wait. Trust me.
It is worth the wait. Yeah. Judgment that way. Judgment no way. Hi, 6th graders. I miss you guys already. We've already gotten to know each other so well.
How about you guys take like 2 minutes and get to know the names of everyone in your small group?
I wish he would have said that before.
That is me. Thank you guys for bearing with us as we figure out a whole new soundboard and streaming stuff that I've never used before. So thank you for your patience. Thank you. You're too kind. Too kind. All right, so. Oh. I feel powerful. All right, so this is how this game's gonna work. As a group, well, this is a big group, you guys have to guess the correct small group leader. So we are gonna put one fact about one of our small group leaders up on the screen. And you have to talk together as a group and guess who it is. And every group will get one guess. If you get it right, your group gets a point. If you get it wrong, guess what happens? You don't get a point. I know, rocket science. There is a prize. Thank you for asking, Jackson. Here it is. The small group that has the most points at the end of the game will get a free trip as a group to Pittsford Dairy. Yeah, all right. So there's some prizes here. So make sure you do your best to get the right answer. Sound good? All right. I'm going to have Audrey come up here and lead us in this game.
Hold the applause. Hold the applause. Kidding, keep going. Okay. The first fun fact is coming now. Coming now. Who did that? It was Preston. Got their first black eye from a girl, that's embarrassing, with a baseball bat who was trying to steal their shoe. Should we just give him that one? Where's Preston? Surprise! It's Preston! Okay, on to the next. Has a tattoo of a freckle. That's embarrassing. Don't say it out loud. Wait, can they say it out loud? They can say it out loud. You can't say. Yeah. Audrey? No. Just try to guess. Just talk amongst yourselves and figure it out. Does everybody have their guess? They don't have their guess. 3, 2, 2.5, 1. Guys, it's me. It's right there. Take a look. Isn't she cute? Okay. Next question. Had their first kiss from a Disney princess. What do you guys think? Just say it out loud at this point. Shout your Nate? Everyone thinks it's Nate? Let's see. It is indeed Nate. How romantic. Is that Sleeping Beauty? Lucky Duck. Aurora. Whatever. They got to a first name basis, I guess. Thank you. That was pretty funny. Okay, next question. Went to prom in a limo full of exchange students. Okay, think amongst yourselves and then let me know your answer. You think Ari did it? Ari? Okay. Who do we think did it? James? James? Ari? You think you did it? Okay, let's see who did it. Let's see. It was. You guessed right, you did do it. I love it. proud plant parent of 4 succulents, 2 cacti, and an orchid. You all thought I was going to say orchid, but I did say orchid. So, yeah. What do we think? You think you did it, Trinity? I think Trinity did it. What do we think? Who do you think did it? Annie? What about you guys, 6th graders? They don't know. Who do you guys think did it? You think John? Oh, Melody? They think it's Preston. Ari? What do you guys think? Who? Ari. Okay, let's see. It is Melody. Melody. How's parenthood treating you? Peed at the top of the Eiffel Tower. Peed at the top of the Eiffel Tower. I wish I did that. I could only dream. Who do we think peed at the top of the Eiffel Tower? You think Ari did it? Who do you guys? James? James? They think James did it? What about you guys? James? You think Ari did it? What about my 6th graders? James? Matt? Okay, what about your group, Preston? James? Wow, James, you really have... Let's see. It was... You... Is there? I don't know. That seems like something that wouldn't happen. Wore a toddler's Batman costume as an adult. Who do we think did that? What do you guys think? You don't know yet? Okay, does anyone have... Oh my gosh. Who? Annie? Okay. Annie? Matt? James? Okay, what about my 6th graders? Annie? Liesel? Let's see. It was Annie, you guys. Wow, what a turn of events. Oh my, how the tables have turned. Okay, next question. Lost a toe while bike riding. I am so sorry. That is traumatic. Oh my. Let's see. How many toes do I have? 2. Okay. It's true. 11, 13, 45. Okay, let's see. Who do you guys think did it? James, you really need to. What about my 6th graders? James? Matt? James? Matt? It was Liesel. Is it still there? Are you sure? Is there a half? Is it whole? It's all there. What a miracle. What a miracle. At the age of 3, during Super Bowl Sunday, tried to run away from their grandparents' house in nothing but fuzzy buns, cloth diapers, and frog muck boots. That is the weirdest thing I've ever heard. What's a fuzzy bun? I need... What? No. No, I haven't actually. I haven't heard a lot of these. That's why I didn't know how to say fuzzy buns. Okay, what do we think? Matt? Who? Matt? 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 Okay, let's see. Is it Matt? It is Matt. We can read you like a book. Okay. Once got knocked out by a dog. That's horrible. That's horrible. Once got knocked out by a dog. I don't, unless I was there. That's the question. Okay, who do we think did it? Who's got an answer for me? James, 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 6th graders. James? James, James, we think James did it. It was James. Is that the dog that knocked you out? They're lovers, not fighters. Oh, I was there for that. I do remember that. Oh, okay, next question. Spent all of quarantine pranking the youth pastor and his precious wife. Me. No, I'm kidding. Ari. Just to clarify. Okay, who do we think did it? Let's see. Nate? 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 Nate and Nate and Nate. It was Nate! Aww. Nate. That's so mean. Kidding. Okay. Ran a 200-mile Ragnar? Is that how you pronounce it? Relay race from Toronto to Niagara Falls. That's really good. Whoever did that, I wish that was me. Let's see. Who did it? Who done it? Who done it? You guys got it? Liesel. Ooh, did you do that? Did you do it? We'll find out. What do you guys think? It was probably me because I'm so fit. Kidding. Okay. Next. Does anyone? James all the way. My 6th graders. James. 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 Annie. James. 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 Did you do it? It was Annie! Wow. I really did think it was Liesel, and I was like so excited because I was like, I got it. Like, I've got this in the bag. And it really wasn't. Good. Okay, next question. Walked through a drive-through. My grandmother, everyone. She did. Okay, moving on. Who? Me? It was. Kidding. Okay. Okay, let's see. Liesel. Audrey. 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 Nope. No. I probably have before, but that wasn't me. Was handed $1 by a woman at the grocery store because they thought the person was homeless. They thought the person was homeless. Who here looks homeless? That is crazy. That is just insanity. That's so funny. It's Audrey. Matt. What about my 6th graders? You think it was me? I love you guys. You think it was you, John? John doesn't remember a lot about himself, I'm noticing. Preston, what about you guys? You think it was Matt? Let's see. It was me! I bought candy with it and then bragged to my siblings about it for like a week. It was a bad hair day. Speak for yourself. I was doing great that day. Recorded a spice challenge with their little brother in hopes of becoming a YouTube star. They thought they were going to be one of the Jacob Paulers. They thought that they were going to be a YouTuber. How'd that work out for you? Well, nobody famous is here, so clearly it didn't work out. What are we thinking? Nate? James? Matt? James? Nate? James, Nate? One of the two. Nate? Okay. Nate? Was it Nate? It was Matt! Matt, where are you? Did you end up becoming a YouTube star? No. Okay, cool. Let's see. Accidentally, sure, broke their younger brother's 2 front teeth, rude, after pushing him off the playground? You should still be in timeout for that. I don't know who that was, but you need to fix yourself. Who are your parents? Bring them to me. What are we thinking? Yep. Take mine. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. I think those are the lyrics. It's either that or a hippopotamus. It's one of the two. Are we ready? Preston. Nate? Preston. I heard a lot of names right then. Figure it out. Nate? Everyone, yes. Okay. Who? Nate Driscoll. The Driscoll. My 6th graders. Nate? They don't know. We'll give you a second. Hurry up, my little muffins. Nate, okay. Preston, let's see. You are letting your children come to a youth group like this. I will be taking over. Used to have long hippie hair. Long hippie hair. That sounds weird. It's not you. Is it Melody? Melody is a hippie. You know what they say. Does everyone have their answers? How are we doing? Does everyone have their answers? Preston, Steam, go first. John, what about my 6th graders, whom I love dearly? Who do we think? John. Melody and Ari did it together. They grew it out together. John. Ari, John. John. Matt. Let us see. I think you should grow it out again. I think that's what everyone is thinking. Do we have spent their 18th birthday in Israel and their 19th on Noah's Ark. I made this joke already, but you're old. Okay. Tough crowd. Okay. All right. This is the last time I do this. This ends now. What are our thoughts? What are our thoughts? $44. Do I hear 50? Do I hear 50? 51, 52. Okay, what do you guys think? Ari? I'm sure. Ari? What about my sixth graders? 3 of them are cousins, you guys. We've got a family. My group is a family. I will be in that family by the end of the day. Cousins. Your cousins? Oh, just the 2? I thought you guys said 3 of you were cousins. Okay. All right. I am their cousin. Okay. What do you think? Ari? Ari? Wow. Ari, it was you. Look at that. How was that? What did we learn? Okay, next question. Dropped an entire case of glass seltzer bottles during the first week of their new job. That is embarrassing. That is really just embarrassing. Were you fired? Yes. Okay. It's something I would do. Whether it was me or not, I can't say, but it definitely is something I would do. Okay. Hey, dudes. What's going on? What are we thinking? You think it was me. Do I look like that much of a klutz? Yes. What do you guys think? Melody. Hi, lovelies. I'm looking at you for an answer. They don't have one. Melody? Melody? James. James. It's the concussions relief. It's the concussions for me. Okay. What about my sixth graders? Me? You think it was me? Okay. What do you got? Liesel? Did you do it? You little silly goose. Melody. Let us find out. Oh, it was. It was. How'd that go for you? Okay. Is there a next question? Oh, yep. Okay. Once ate nothing but ramen noodles and pizza rolls for 10 days straight because they were broke. That sounds like the life for me. That just sounds like the life for me. I would love to eat ramen noodles for a week. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Preston? What? Yeah, okay. What do you guys think? Preston? Okay. Preston? Annie? Preston? What do you guys think? Sixth graders, go. Preston? Preston? Preston. Let us see. It was Preston. Good. Okay, next question. Wore a Buffalo Bills suit to prom. Who do we think? Okay, what do you guys think? James. 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 Everybody says James. If you're wrong, that's embarrassing. It is James. Look at that. He's even got a Bill shirt on today. Cute. We love a little matchy moment. Okay, that's it. Guys, those are all the questions for today. So good job. We love it. Here, Preston, here's the microphone. Come take it away from me because I forgot. Okay. Good job, guys. Really, good job.
All right, excellent. So let's see who our winner is for the night. So let's go around. How many did you guys get correct? 11? 11 from Nate's group. How about you, Annie? 10? Okay, James? 15. Okay, how about you guys in the front? 14. Okay, Liesel? 10? Audrey's group? 11. John's group? 11. Matt? 12. We had 7. 10? Oh yeah, we still lost. Okay. So, our winner is James's group. So, I will connect with you guys later on. Congratulations. All right, so we are going to invite our worship team up, and we're going to have a little bit of worship, and then continue on with our night.
Is mine on? Oh, mine is on. Mine is.
Is this on? Ooh, it's on now. All right, awesome. So just a quick note, most of the worship team actually left last year. Jeff left on drums, Trent left on guitar, and Michaela over here wants to do guitar. So we're missing actually a lot of key parts, guitar, keyboard, drums, like I said. So I'm actually going to pass around a sign-up sheet when Preston's talking next. If any of you want to, or if you know how to play an instrument and you want to sign up for the worship team, that would be great. Even if you just want to sing, that's awesome too. It's just going to have your name and then a little phone number spot so I can get in contact with you. Then I do have a spot where if you play instruments to write that down. And then there's a little box for if you want to sing, just check that if you want to. If not, leave it blank. We won't judge you. Actually, I probably will. Anyways.
I won't judge you.
If you can all stand for worship now. Is everybody ready? Thank you for that amazing input over there. I can't remember what grade you are. All right, anyways. Christ alone, my hope is found. He is my light, my strength, my song. This cornerstone, this solid ground, firm through the fiercest drought and storm. What heights of love, what depths of peace, when fears are stilled, when striving cease, my comforter, my all in all, here in the love of Christ I stand.
In Christ alone, who took on flesh, fullness of God in helpless pain, this gift of love and righteousness, scorned by the ones he came to save.
Till on that cross as Jesus died, the wrath of God was satisfied. For every sin on him
was laid. Here in the death of Christ I live. There in the ground his body lay, light of the world by darkness slain, then bursting forth in glorious day, up from the grave he rose again. And as he stands in victory, since curse has lost its grip on me, for I am his and he is mine, bought with the precious blood of Christ. No guilt in life, no fear in death. This is the power of Christ in me. From life's first cry to final breath, Jesus commands my destiny. No power of hell, no scheme of man can ever pluck me from his hand, till he returns or calls me home. Here in the power of Christ I'll stand, till he returns or calls me home. Here in the power of Christ I'll stand. All the poor and powerless, and all who are lost and lonely, all the thieves will come confess and know that you are holy, and know that you are holy, and all will sing out hallelujah, and we will cry out hallelujah, and all will sing out hallelujah, and we will cry out hallelujah. All the hearts who are content, all who feel unworthy, all who hurt with nothing left, know that you are holy, will sing out hallelujah, and we will cry out hallelujah, and all will sing out hallelujah, and we will cry out hallelujah. So shout it, go on and scream it from the mountains, go on and tell it to the masses that he is God. Shout it, go on and scream it from the mountains, Go on and tell it to the masses that He is God. Yeah. And we will sing out hallelujah, and we will cry out hallelujah, and we will sing out hallelujah, and we will sing out hallelujah, and we will cry out hallelujah, and we will sing out hallelujah and shout, shout it. Go on and scream it from the mountains. Go on and tell it to the masses that He is God. Shout it. Go on and scream it from the mountains. Go on and tell it to the masses that He is God.
Peace, bring it all to peace. The storm surrounding me, let it break. At your name and still, call the sea to still. The rage in me. At your name and Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus, you silence fear. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus, breathe. Call these bones to live. Call these lungs to sing once again. I will praise you, Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. You silence fear, Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble, Jesus, Jesus. Your name is a light that the shadows can't deny. Your name cannot be overcome. Your name is alive, forever lifted high. Your name cannot be overcome. Let's sing it again. Your name is a light that the shadows can't deny. Your name cannot be overcome. Your name is alive, forever lifted high. Your name cannot be overcome. Jesus, Jesus, you make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus, you silence fear.
You can now be seated.
Amen. You guys having a good time so far? Excellent. So I want to take this time. We're not going to do a full lesson or anything, but what I want to do is introduce the first series that we're going to be doing as a youth group. And I've been doing a lot of thinking in these last few months about what we should talk about as a youth group. A lot of thinking, a lot of praying about what kind of series will set the tone for our entire year. What kind of series will keep us focused on the big picture? What kind of series will get this year started off and set us on a trajectory to help us grow in our faith? First series is always important, right? It sets the tone for the entire year. And what kind of series is central to our faith? What kind of series could we not afford to go without? It's a series that reminds us of some of the core elements of our Christian faith. And it's important for 3 reasons. All right, as I did a lot of thinking about it and kind of getting to know you guys more and just getting to know students more and reflecting back to when I was in your shoes and I was a student and I would look around at my peers, and now, in hindsight, because I'm a little older than you guys, I can look back at the people that I sat next to when I was your age and how they're doing in their faith now. And I can tell you that some of the people that I sat next to in youth group are doing awesome. Some people that I sat next to in youth group are so strong in their faith, and they love the Lord with their whole heart. There are some people that I sat next to in youth group that are doing okay. They still go to church, but that's about it. Then there are others that I sat next to at youth group, and they are not with the Lord at all, in any way. As far removed as you can possibly imagine. That's them. And you know what? The reality is that if you look around the room today, you will see all 3 of those people. People that in the future will be so solid in their faith. People that in their future will be okay in their faith. And people that you see in this room will walk away from their faith. And there are 3 reasons for that. 3 beliefs that we tend to have about our Christian faith. And here they are. The first one is a belief in weak Christianity. Now, what do I mean by weak Christianity? Weak Christianity is a Christianity that doesn't change people. A kind of Christianity that says, I prayed a prayer at camp, at Uramon, wherever we go. I prayed a prayer at one point, but then afterward, nothing's different. It's weak. It's not a Christianity. It's not a faith that makes any kind of change. The second thing is called cheap grace. What do we mean by cheap grace? Well, cheap grace is this idea that, Jesus is going to forgive me for the things I do, right? And he always will forgive you. Right? 1 John talks about that. He will always forgive you if you confess your sins. But it's this idea that if I'm always going to be forgiven, right? I've already prayed the prayer. I'm already saved. That it doesn't matter how I live. I can do whatever I want. I can sin however much I want. And then all I got to do is ask for forgiveness. They treat Christianity almost like a spiritual car wash, right? Like I can drive through the mud. I can drive through all the construction zones, which after moving here, I realize are everywhere. I can get as dirty as I want, and then I just got to take my car through the car wash, and it's fine. Well, I can sin however much I want, and then I just got to go to church, or I just got to pray a prayer, and I'll take my soul through the car wash, and it's fine. And then the third thing that people tend to think about is this idea of loving your neighbor and then stopping, right? Like we want to be the hands of Christ, and we really want to do these things. We want to do the missions trips and the service projects and all of that. And I did those things with students when I was in your shoes that ended up walking away from their faith. They want to love their neighbors, which is amazing, and that's what Christ calls us to do, but then that's where they stop. There's no focus on your relationship with God. And there are these three different beliefs that Christians can have, and there's so many more that we'll talk about down the road. But the thing is, they're all false views of what it means to be a Christian. They're all false views of what it means to have our life and our heart dedicated to Christ. And so what kind of series can we talk about that gets right to the core of our faith, right to the big picture? Well, what is the core of our faith? What is the big picture? What is the center of our religion? What is the one thing that we as Christians cannot afford to go without? Christ. We can't afford to go without Christ. He is the rock upon which our faith is built. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. Everything that matters in our life revolves around Christ. And so the first series that we're going to be looking at is called Encounters with the Christ. And each week, we're going to be looking at either a teaching of Jesus or someone that Jesus interacted with during his ministry. And the purpose of it is get to the core of what Christ teaches, what he asks of us as his followers, because that's something that our faith can't afford to go without. So that's going to be our first series, Encounters with the Christ. And I'm very excited each week to open up the Gospels and read through with you and see what it is that Jesus has to say to us. Anybody with me? Excellent. Fantastic. All right, so what we are going to do in the time that we have left, our interns are going to come up, and they have an announcement for you guys. And then after that, when we normally would do our small group right after the lesson, we're not going to do that tonight. I'm going to send you with these two guys back to the gym, and we're going to play another game, and the parents are going to be invited to stay in here for some question and answer time. And then after that, you guys will be dismissed. So I'm going to turn it over to the interns.
Hi again, guys. Missed you all. I know. So you guys might have noticed a little fish. No? Okay. Nobody saw the fish. So, yeah, there's a tiny little fish. And me and Nate were like, how can we really just make youth group great again? That sounds vaguely familiar. And I was like, we should get a plant. That would be so fun if we could just have our own little plant, call it our own.
I said, sure, why not? I mean, it's not a lot of work.
But then I was like, we need to think smaller in a way, but bigger. We need to think more alive. So I was like, why don't we get a fish, Nate? And he was like,
We should get a puppy.
but then I was like, we should. But then we were like, we shouldn't. We shouldn't get a church dog because that would be not a good idea.
We figured we keep it in Preston's office. It can make a mess in there, and we wouldn't really have to deal with it.
Facts. So you might be wondering, what's the little guy's name? That is for you to decide.
All right, basically, here's what's happening. We're not very imaginative. We could not come up with a perfect name for the fish, so we decided, hey, why not? Since it is the youth fish, let's let them... It's the youth fish. That is not the name of the fish. Please do not write that down. We put out a bunch of little note cards on the table right in front of the fishy. You can take a look at him while you're trying to think of a name. pretty much write down the name that you think it should have, fold up the thing, put it in the goldfish bowl. Basically, we'll take a look at it, judge all of your answers.
So that it's not like Bart, because that's not a good name for fish, you guys.
No, I just like judging all of you, every single one of you. It's a lot of fun. I do it in my free time, especially you, Michelle. I'm looking at you right there. Yeah, anyways, we're going to choose like our top 3 favorite names, and then at youth group next week, we're going to let you guys all vote. We're going to find out the name of the fish next week after like its 5th week of being here. Yeah, if it's... Let's keep our fingers crossed. I'm sure it's going to be alive. We can take care of something. All right, on another note, another happy note, while the parents are having their Q&A, we are going to have a game in the back. Now, we were trying to think of a good game, and we figured, hey, why not? It's the kickoff. Let's just play musical chairs. So, it's not your choice, little boys in the back that want to groan about everything that we're talking about. So, basically, we are going in the gym, and the chairs are all set up. Real quick, Audrey's going to count you all, so don't move to see if we have the right amount of chairs. They are definitely playing.
Got it.
All right. And now-
Give it to the homeschooler. Public school not doing it for you. You can't count. Okay, ready? I'm going to start with the boys in the back because that seems like... Yeah, sit down and stop moving. I'm going to count you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we counting leaders?
The leaders want to play. Yes! You know what? Executive...
Yeah, count off. Count off. What? Adults are playing. So 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 50. We only put 30. So, yeah, and then we'll fix it when we get back there, okay? Yes. Ew. Gross.
There's so few of you. You guys can just come forward. I don't need a mic.